The Morpeth Murder Farm.
Morpeth's murder farm. John Carr was convicted of the manslaughter of Margaret Gill, 44. He stabbed her 40 times at Maiden's Hall Farm, Morpeth, Northumberland, on 25th of March, 1971. Margaret Gill was the wife of the farmer that rented Maiden's Hall Farm. John Carr was employed there as a general farmhand and had been working there for 2 years. Margaret Gill and her husband had been married for 25 years. The farmer last saw his wife on 25th of March, 1971, at 10:45 a.m., just before he left the farm with a van load of sheep. For Acklington Mart, he said they had breakfast and a cup of tea together. He said that when he left her, she was in the very best of spirits. When the farmer returned at 5:45, he said he could tell by the sound the sheep were making that they had not been fed and could find no signs of his wife. John Carr later said then that he decided to check on whether he had taken a bag of nuts through into the hayshed, and while he was doing that, Margaret Gill must have come out of the house. And as he was coming out of the hayshed into the straw barn, they passed in the doorway, and he stabbed her. He then said that he dragged her across the hayshed and hid her behind some bales. The farmer said that he found the house door locked and went to the coal shed to get a spare key, but said that it was not where they normally hid it, and that he had to use a ladder to climb in through an open bedroom window. Margaret Gill's husband said that John Carr was not about at the time, but that was not unusual as he normally finished at 5 p.m. When he got into the house, the farmer said that he found that the drawer in which his wife kept the housekeeping money and the money from the sale of eggs had been ransacked, and that the 2 tins in which his wife kept the money were empty of cash. He said that about 10 to 12 pounds was missing. Later, after his family arrived, he said that it became apparent that none of them had seen Margaret Gill all day. And so he called the police. When the police arrived, they found Margaret Gill dead. John Carr was then said to have fled. He ended up near Manchester. Later, near Brough, he parked up in a lay-by, where he was found by the police, who took him back to Kendal. In court, John Carr was convicted of manslaughter, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment. With this information in hand, the Forged in Fear team set out to find any trace of evidence that may shed some light on this devastating turn of events, and hopefully can show that Margaret is finally at peace.
Door, is there somebody at the door? Yes. Oh.
Sarah is using the ghost box to try and get communication from any spirits that may still be lingering.
Is somebody at this door behind me? gonna run in a minute. Abby. On shots just said Abby, that's weird. Did Abby live here? Victoria.
As is normally the case, nothing compelling, as of yet, comes through.
Is that some... I'm not gonna lie, that sounded like Brexit.
Meanwhile, outside, Katrina was using the SLS camera to see if she could contact any spirits. As you can see, the camera starts to map in figures moving around.
I've got 2 or 3. Yeah. 3.
And then, suddenly,
Yeah?
a huge figure appeared to be climbing into the top window.
Bloody hell. I've got a giant. Don't I've got a giant? Aye.
We have never seen this on an investigation, or indeed as large as this.
Christ. That was huge. Ooh. So he's trying to go in the window. Two on the bottom. The giant's still there, trying to go in the window.
Now some say that the device is just mapping in the structure, yet when we point it at other parts, the figures disappear. Nevertheless, it is still unnerving when you're there.
Change positions. It's so so he's still there, but not there he is. Jesus Christ. This
Meanwhile, back with Sarah.
Yeah, Bri was meant to come tonight. Oh, it's telling us to smile again, man. I fucking don't like that. I'm smiling. If I smile, can you give us a sign that you're here? Set the balls off or touch the balls, not mouths, the cat balls, or set a sensor off. Is there more than one person here speaking to us now? Seven. Wow, that's a lot. Did they all used to live here? Are 2 of the 7 the farmer and his wife? I'm sorry. You don't seem to like it when I mention the farmer and his wife. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I asked us to apologise there when I mentioned the farmer and his wife again. That was weird, that, because something else came through when I mentioned them earlier.
Could this possibly be the spirit of John Carr apologizing for what he did?
Katrina, stay close. Suffocate. Katrina, will you just please come close? I don't want to be in here on my own. Oh man, how? Don't. No, just wait. How, Mal? I don't know why, but I'm freaked out. I think it's after the last one. Wait, what if it's talking about me suffocating? Mal, man, no, because he's a go around the corner and the cat balls will go off. And I cannot run as quick yet. Follow me. Mal, how are you, man? Just don't move, I'm scared. I'm jumping already. Please. I'll do another 5 minutes and I'll come with you.
And just when it seemed all too quiet, the ghost ball is set off.
Is there...
The other thing is, if you had done that to the other window frames, it doesn't do it on any of the other window frames or doorways. It's just them back home.
Yeah, I was going to ask them about the giant outside.
Oh, cool.
Is there a giant around here? It's trying to get in the doors.
So after Katrina got some compelling evidence from outside with the SLS camera, she proceeded to ask about the large figure she captured outside.
Did someone protect the house? Oh. Yeah. Oh, yes. Fucking hell.
What is it?
It said... I'm shaking. I say, is this a giant? Yeah. Oh, and then I say, did somebody protect the house? Somebody protect the house from the giant? And then it just went, I'm leaving. And then I don't even know what the other thing. How do you find out the last word?
Just press on.
And then it said flashing light.
Go on, sit yourself doing see if you can get the video in here.
Sorry, it's just a camera, sir.
So now, Katrina takes her turn, sitting in the chair with the ghost too.
No,
What did it say?
it's saying run.
That's just that sound thing.
It's saying I'm leaving flashlight, now it's saying run.
Just not the people shut.
Yeah, I will. Why is the giant trying to get in the house? Instead of leaving, can you set a cat ball off? So I know someone's here.
You just need to touch it. If you touch it, it'll set the lights off. Oh, there's a black box there. Nice. Maybe a nose. A little black box with a blue light. You touch it, it'll make music. Oh, there's a big silver antenna just in front of me. If you touch that, it'll set off some flashing lights. I'm not here to cause any harm, I just want to communicate. Are you happy? Or do you think I'm happy? Are you happy to set the lights off? I asked it to set the lights off and then I asked it. Oh, never mind. I'll just talk to you. What are you happy about? Do you have a name? Is it Brian earlier? No, you don't have a name. I don't think I've met anyone before without a name. So who's the nurse? Am I speaking of the nurse now, or are you talking about somebody else? Why are you still here? Do you not want to move on? Is there something keeping you here? Do you need help to set the lights off? Oh, fuck off. Do you want to play? I've just asked it to set the balls off if it needed help. And it says, do you want to play? You only have to touch that. It was short and sweet.
One of the torches is died already.
Oh, well, I just asked it if it needed help.
Not torture. Because that's the only photo point. You don't need to go for all of the lights on.
It was at this point, as like many of our other investigations, that we had our electronic devices draining of power.
Well, I've just turned this off because I had that one.
It's just actually a photo.
Are you draining the batteries so that you can set these lights off? Or the music box?
I'd certainly bring everything like that.
I asked her to set the lights off before and it said how. And then I explained. So maybe, so maybe that's why.
Go towards it.
I told her. I'm coming. He's coming.
How? Go towards them.
Are you out for his blood now? I bet you are. Do you want to try again? The music or the lights?
We had no more interaction with the REM pod, ghost balls, or the music box in this room. It was strangely peaceful.
It sounds like a man. Are you a man or a woman? I got news through before, like. Don't know. Is Daniel who I'm speaking with now? Doesn't like it. It doesn't like the demon. I wonder if that's what the giant thing is, trying to get in the house. Is that what the demon is? Is it that giant trying to get in the window upstairs? I think one of them's stopping that thing getting in. Because there's 3 small ones and one a huge giant one. Yeah. Right, well, this has gone quiet now.
So we decide to have one final walk around. The night felt quite peaceful compared to other locations, and yet we were happy with the strange figures caught on the SLS and the ghost ball being triggered. The interaction on the ghost tube made for an interesting night, yet we feel that there is more questions than answers. Is the spirit of Margaret still waiting for her husband to come home? Is John Carr the large figure trying to get back into the farmhouse? We may never know, but one thing for sure. There is some strange goings-on at the Northumberland murder house.